Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is currently 7:45 a.m. on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. And as you can see right here, NHC is issuing advisories to the Atlantic on Tropical Storm Rafeal. So Rafeal formed yesterday. Actually, I guess it formed Sunday as potential tropical cyclone. But it didn't get the name until yesterday, and it is quickly strengthened overnight. When I went to bed, it was a 45-mile-an-hour tropical storm. Now this morning, it's at 60 miles an hour. Minimum pressure is 993 millibars. It is moving northwest at 13 miles an hour. So, U.S. landfall is in the equation. Still, we will see about a potential live stream. However, that all depends on when it makes landfall. Because if we take a look at the cone here, they're having it on Sunday, and I will likely work 1 to 9:30 on Sunday once again. So we'll see. We will have to wait and see here with this. As you can see, there are hurricane warnings out. All the red is a hurricane warning. The blue is a tropical storm warning. And the yellow is a tropical storm watch. And those watches also include the dry tortugas and part of the Florida Keys here. So if you're in the Keys, be prepared for some tropical storm force winds arriving within the next 48 hours or so. Especially in the dry tortugas. By 1 a.m. on Thursday, you guys will have either Category 1 or Category 2 hurricane passing right by you. Also, I should say, shear is expected to pick up in the Gulf, along with colder sea surface temperatures. So that will cause Rafeal to begin weakening before it makes landfall in the U.S. Probably somewhere between Lake Charles and Houston, most likely, is where the potential landfall would be. Maybe near the border of Texas and Louisiana. But with that being said, let's jump into the advisory here. This is it. Public advisory 7A. This is the 7 a.m. advisory. Because of daylight savings happening and us falling back an hour, the new update times for the National Hurricane Center are 10 a.m. and 4 a.m., 10 a.m., 4 p.m., and 10 p.m. with intermediate advisories at 1 a.m., 8 1 a.m. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking here. No, 1 a.m., 8 a.m., 1 p.m., and 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. I don't know. My brain isn't braining. As you can probably tell as well, I'm still sick. I am on the backside of it though. Like yesterday was the first day in like a week that I hadn't taken any medicine. So we are on the backside of this now. But let's go and take a look at the discussion or the advisory on Rafeal. So Tropical Storm Rafeal, Intermediate Advisory number 7A. It's from the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida. 7 a.m. EST, Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. Rafeal passing southwest of Jamaica. Summary of the 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1200 UTC information. The location is 17.4 north, 78.4 west. Is about 8 miles or 130 kilometers south-southwest of Montego Bay, Jamaica. We're about 230 miles or 370 kilometers southeast of Grand Cayman Island. The maximum sustained winds at this current moment are 60 miles an hour or 95 kilometers an hour. Present movement is northwest or 325 degrees at 13 miles an hour or 20 kilometers an hour. And its minimum central pressure is 993 millibars or 29.33 inches. There have been no changes with this advisory in terms of watches and warnings. Summary of watches and warnings in effect currently. A hurricane warning is in effect for the Cayman Islands, Cuban provinces of Pinar del Rio, Artemisa, La Habana, Mayabec, Matanzas, and the Isle of Youth. A tropical storm warning is in effect for Jamaica, Cuban provinces of Villa Clara, Cienfuegos, Sancti Spiritus, and Siga de Avila. Also, I am probably botching that name. Obviously, I'm not Cuban. I don't speak the language down there, so yeah. Tropical storm watch is in effect for the Cuban provinces of Camagüey and Las Tunas, lower middle Florida Keys from Key West to west of the Channel 5 Bridge, and the Dry Tortugas. A hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. The warning is typically issued 36 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force winds. Conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous. Preparations to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. Tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. Tropical storm watch means that tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area, generally within 48 hours. Interests elsewhere in Cuba should closely monitor the system. For storm information specific to your area in the United States, including possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service forecast office. For storm information specific to your area outside of the United States, please monitor products issued by your National Meteorological Service. Now the discussion and outlook here. At 7 a.m. EST, the center tropical storm Rafeal was located near latitude 17.4 north, longitude 78.4 west. Rafeal is moving toward the northwest near 13 miles an hour. Generally, northwestern motion is anticipated over the next few days. On the forecast track, the storm is expected to move near Jamaica this morning, be near or over the Cayman Islands tonight, and be near or over western Cuba on Wednesday. Maximum sustained winds are near 60 miles an hour with higher gusts. Steady to rapid intensification is forecast over the next 24 to 36 hours. And Rafeal is forecast to become a hurricane in the northwestern Caribbean near the Cayman Islands, with further strengthening before it makes landfall in Cuba. Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 105 miles from the center. The estimated minimum pressure is 993 millibars. So they are expecting Rafeal to rapidly intensify into, I believe last night was the category 2 that they were predicting. We'll go in and see the forecast advisory to see what they're actually saying now. So, wind. Hurricane conditions are expected in the Cayman Islands by this afternoon and are also expected in western Cuba and the Isle of Youth on Wednesday. Tropical storm conditions are expected in Jamaica through early this afternoon and are expected in parts of west central Cuba, possible further east in central Cuba, and in the lower and middle Florida Keys on Wednesday. Rainfall. Heavy rainfall will impact areas of the western Caribbean through early Thursday, particularly areas across Jamaica and the Cayman Islands and southern and western portions of Cuba, where rainfall totals between 3 to 6 inches are expected. Higher totals up to 10 inches are anticipated across the higher terrain in Jamaica and Cuba, which could lead to areas of flash flooding and mudslides. Heavy rainfall will spread north into Florida and adjacent areas of the southeast United States during the middle to latter part of the week. Rainfall totals of 1 to 3 inches are expected for the lower and middle Florida Keys. For a complete depiction of forecast rainfall associated with Rafeal, please see the National Weather Service storm total rainfall graphic available at www.nht.noaa.gov/graphics_HT3 _rain Storm surge. Minor coastal flooding is possible in Jamaica tonight. Storm surge could raise water levels by 1 to 3 feet above normal tide levels in the Cayman Islands on Tuesday, and could raise water levels by as much as 6 to 9 feet above normal tide levels in areas of onshore winds along the southern coast of Cuba and the hurricane warning area, including the Isle of Youth. The combination of the storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters moving inland from the shoreline. The water could reach the following heights above ground, somewhere in the indicated areas, if the peak surge occurs at the time of high tide. The dry Tortugas 1 to 3 feet, lower Florida Keys 1 to 2 feet. So overall, not much surge is expected here. At least not in the Keys. Tornadoes. A few tornadoes are possible Wednesday over the Keys and southwesternmost Florida mainland. Surf. Swells generated by Rafeal are expected to affect much of the western Caribbean during the next few days. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. Please consult products from your local weather office. Then next complete advisory is at 10 a.m. Eastern. So let's go out of this now. And let's see. So yeah, they are anticipating an 80 knot peak. Let's see what that is. I believe that's like 85 or 90. Yeah, that's 90 mile an hour. So that is a Cat 2. I want to say that's a Cat 2. Nope, that's a high end Category 1. So they are forecasting for a high end Category 1 currently, with gusts up to 100 knots. By day by 4 days out, they're expecting it to rapidly weaken, which isn't too surprising. So finally, let's wrap this video up with a live satellite imagery on Rafeal currently. And while this is loading up, I do want to say, if you guys like the content that I produce on the channel, please be sure to subscribe. I'll likely be live probably once the video is up, honestly. By the time you're watching this, I'll probably be live on YouTube doing a gaming stream. So if you guys want to pop on in over there, yeah, you can. This will likely be one of the last Trump weather outlook videos that I do for the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. So I just want to thank you all for being here over the past several months. I mean, we were live for like 6 or 7 landfalls. We were live for Beryl, Chris, Francine, Helene, Milton, Debbie. We were live for all of those landfalls. And depending on when Rafeal makes landfall, we'll be live for his landfall as well. But it does look like our imagery is working. It's all loaded up. So let's see here. Does look like the center is about right there. There's not much up. There's not much convection up to the north of it. Can, geez, voice crack. You can see that there are like cirrus clouds ejecting from the center. So the thing has somewhat good ventilation. And shear shouldn't be that bad either right now in the area where Rafeal is. So really, once that core fully develops around Rafeal, that's when I think it's going to explode. And it already sort of is. We have this hot tower going up just to the east of the center. Could be where the strongest winds are right now. But with that being said, guys, that'll be it for the video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I am out of here. Till then, guys, peace out.